In Jersey City, art seems to be everywhere. It's on the walls of buildings as well as in their lobbies. Developers are creating art walks, which are displays of artworks along pathways outside their buildings. More art galleries have emerged in recent years, as well as tours of them and artist studios. Jersey City, like Newark and many other cities, has designated several areas of the city as arts districts. Today, museums as places of art are playing a larger role in cities because of a need to sustain themselves and grow, but also because city officials see them as important to urban development. They have become part of a broader strategy to use culture and the arts as tools of economic development. This emphasis on the arts is part of a long-term trend among cities as places of consumption rather than production. For many city officials, the arts are part of an economic strategy to attract investors, new residents, and visitors to revitalize urban neighborhoods. This strategy is linked to another long-term trend, which is the return of many professionals to cities to be closer to work and leisure. They come with an appreciation for the arts as well as for the prestige associated with knowledge of them. This has not been lost on city officials and developers who have prized them as residents and visitors. Some cities, like Jersey City, are establishing outposts of famous elite museums to city centers to stimulate investment and attract new businesses, residents, and tourists. In 2021, the city moved to partner with the French Contemporary Art Museum, the Centre Pompidou, to make Journal Square the city's main transportation hub and art center. As the mayor said, as the largest modern and contemporary art collection in Europe, the Centre Pompidou is the perfect partner to carry out our vision and solidify Journal Square as a regional anchor of the arts. The cost to the city and state in getting the Pompidou up and running is estimated to be $58 million. And according to one critic, the state of New Jersey says the ultimate cost of the museum could be $200 million. On hearing this, the mayor said the investment is still worth it in terms of the economic benefit to the city and region. Making Journal Square a destination for the arts is part of the city's redevelopment plan for the area, which provides zoning variances for developers who include arts facilities in their projects, such as art galleries and cafes. The plan also rezoned the area for the construction of much taller buildings. This greatly increased property values, attracting luxury housing developers, and set the stage for the arrival of new affluent residents and visitors as consumers of the arts. The arts and luxury housing are also linked to another kind of development project in Newark. However, this project is not sponsored by the city, but by the museum itself. In 2022, the Newark Museum of Art partnered with a developer to create Museum Park, an $85 million mixed-use commercial residential project with the goal of becoming the centerpiece of downtown arts district in Newark. It will include 250 units of housing, with 20% of them set aside as moderate income for the city's families and artists. To make this project work, the museum sold 2 of its parking lots to the developer in a deal that includes a 99-year lease for the museum on this property. Newark's museum, like many publicly funded museums today, needs to find alternative sources of income to support itself and expand. As its director and CEO, Linda Harrison, said, if we are going to be a financially stable and sustainable cultural organization, then we had to look at new models, different models of revenue. And like other museums and arts organizations, Newark Museum has turned to the market to sustain itself and grow. This trend can be seen across the country as museums and other arts organizations are pairing up with developers to incorporate housing, retail, and restaurants in redeveloping their institutions. While Newark's Museum of Art and the Centre Pompidou are very different museums with different kinds of art and audiences, they are similar in their need to turn to the marketplace to sustain and expand their operations. They are selling assets, land in one case, and renting assets, paintings, in another to generate income. In the process, public goods like museums are becoming more privatized, serving private interests in the redevelopment of cities.